Hello students, hope you are fit and healthy. I am Arshia Sayyed from Rajiv Gandhi English Primary and High School, which is running under P.M.E.TRUST Education Trust. In my last video, we was discussed about chapter number 8, Science, our skeleton system and skin. Okay, so in last video, we was discussed about appendicular skeleton. What do you mean by appendicular skeleton? Definition, okay, and how it form, how many arms and legs are present in which position or which sides. Okay, so in my last video we was discussed so many details about the appendicular skeleton. Okay, now after that in this video I am discussing about joints. What are the joints, types of joints, okay, and types of joints in details. Now we come to the joints. As you know, joints, okay, in the simple definition, what we say, joints are the connection between two or more bones. Okay, joints are connected each other. So this is a simple definition for just a normal understanding. Okay, so joints are the places where two or more than two joints are connected or bones are connected. That means joints. Okay, understood what is joint? Joint, for example, this is one and this is second bone. Okay, both these bones are come aside and form a connection. Okay, that connection is known as joints. Understood? Now in joints we are discussed about two things. Okay, on the basis of their movement, joints are divided into two types. How many types? Joints are divided into two types. Number one is movable joints and number two is immovable joints. Now come to the movable joints. Okay, as the name indicate, movable, simple meaning of the movement. Okay, movable means it moves. Okay, like this, it moves. Okay, this means movable joints. So how many types of bones are which is movable? Okay, वो कौन से bones होंगे जो move करते हैं? So bones can move. Example, arms and legs. How many bones which are movable? The bones which are present on arms and leg sides. That bones is known as movable bones. Okay, now come to the next, immovable joints. As the name indicate, immovable, bones can't move. Okay, कौन से bones रहेंगे? वो ऐसे bones जो के move नहीं होते हैं. So basically the name is indicated as immovable. So, immovable means they can't move anywhere. So the example is that the bones of skull, the bones which are present on the head region, that bones is known as the immovable bones. Okay, but except lower jaw, because lower jaws having a bones, but the movement is that, so that's why they are the movable bones. Okay, but skull region having bones but they can't move, that's why they are known as the immovable bones or immovable joints. Understood? So this is the basic differentiation about the movable bones and movable joints and immovable joints according to the bones condition or according to the bones flexibility. Okay, so movable joints or immovable joints. So in that movable joints we are discussing in detail three types of joints. Okay, how many types of joints movable joints have? Movable joints have three types of joints. Number one is hinge joint, number two is ball and socket joint, number third is gliding joints. Okay, so in movable joints we are discussing today types of joints. In that movable joints we are discussing hinge joint, ball and socket joint and gliding joint. Now come to the hinge joint, the first movable joint which is present on the, where it is present? It present on the elbow and knee joint. Okay, where it is present? It is present on the elbow and knee joint. Now what is a hinge joint? Okay, what do you mean by hinge joint? Hinge joint allows the movement of bones only in one direction. How it possible? कि ये बोन्स कैसे मूव होते हैं, दे आर मूव ओनली इन वन डायरेक्शन. Okay, how it moves? It moves only in one direction. That's why it is known as hinge joints. Hinge joints have allows the movements of bones only in one direction. That bones movement is only in one direction. It moves in a 180 angle. Okay, you know the angles in geometry, circle. Okay, angle is half angle is of 180 degree and full angle is of 360 degree. So this movement, okay, or this direction is this is only on 180 angle. Okay, कितना होगा उसका movement? Only in one direction of the 180 degree of the circle. Likewise, for example, this is a circle. Okay, in that circle, from the origin, from the axis, it is of 180 angle. Okay, likewise half of the circle. Okay, so it moves only, hinge joints moves only in one direction, which allows the movement of only one direction. Understood? Now, which types of bones are present in this hinge joints? The elbow and the knee joint. कहाँ के bones होंगे वो? Elbow और knee joint के जो bones होंगे, that bones is present on the hinge joint, which allows the movement of only one direction. It moves only in one direction. Understood? Now, come to the second one, ball and socket joint. What do you mean by ball and socket joint? As the name indicate ball, because its structure is looking like a ball. Okay, that's why it indicated as ball. Okay, ball and socket joint. Okay, this is the second type of joint. So bones moves in two or more direction. Okay, for example, if you are taking a circle, total circle is about 360 angle. Okay, उसका angle कितना होगा? 360 का होगा. ठीक है, so these bones are moves, or these joints are move in two or more direction in compared to the hinge joint, because hinge joint moves only in one direction, but these bones are moves in two direction. Okay, for example, like this. Okay, this type and like this. Okay, so these are move like this. Okay, so these ball and socket joints bones moves in two or more than two directions. Example, shoulder and hip joint. ये joints कहाँ के होंगे? The joints which are situated on the hip and shoulder sides. Okay, these joints. Okay, so can you start this? For example, this like this. Okay, so like this and okay, like this. Okay, so that means it is known as a ball and socket joint, which is present on the shoulder and the hip region. So these joints are ball and socket joints are present in hip, shoulders and hip sides, and it moves on 360 angle degree. Okay, now this is a ball and socket joint. Now third one is the gliding joint. Okay, gliding means what? Bones can only slide over each other. कैसे होंगे? Bones खाली एक दूसरे के ऊपर overlap की तरह होंगे. ठीक है, sliding like this. Okay, so that bones is known as the, or that joint is known as the gliding joints. Okay, bones can only slide over each other. Okay, so which types of joints are there? Wrist and ankle joints. Which types of bones are present in this gliding joints? The joints which are present on the wrist. Okay, this ये हमारी जो कलाई होती है, ठीक है, इसको wrist, and the ankle joints जो हमारी एड़ी होती है. ठीक है, ankle joints और wrist joints are known as the gliding joints, which are overlapping. Okay, only this one sliding. Okay, like this sliding. Okay, that means a gliding joint. So first it is the hinge joint, second is the ball and socket joint, and third one is the gliding joint. Hinge joints are the joints which is allow direction of the one direction. Second, ball and socket joints allow the direction on two or more directions. Okay, and the gliding joints. So the first one is the hinge joint, second one is the ball and socket joint, and third one is the gliding joint. Okay, hinge joint allows the movement of only one direction, and ball and socket joint allow the movement on two or more directions, and the gliding joint, as the words indicate gliding, it means it is only slides each other. Okay, first hinge joint have elbow and knee joints, and ball and socket joint contains shoulders and hip joint, and gliding joint contain wrist and ankle joint. So these all are the movable joints. Okay, where it is located on the movable joints. Okay, and it is present on the arms and legs. Okay, as you know, arms and legs are movable. Okay, move होते हैं, that's why they are present on the movable joints. Okay, movable joints having a hinge joint, ball joint and gliding joints. Now immovable joints only the main and big example of the immovable joint is skull. So there is no need of detail of this immovable joint because it only contains the skull region. Okay, so these all are the types of joints, and in that movable joints and immovable joints. Okay, so thank you very much. If you like my video, so please subscribe and like my channel.